Milan Mačvan is a Serbian professional basketball player for Emporio Armani Milano of the Italian Serie A and the Euroleague. Standing at 2.06 meters, he plays at the power forward position. He was drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2011 NBA draft at the 54th pick. He is also a member of the Serbian national basketball team. Professional career. Mačvan started turning heads before even starting his senior club career by playing in junior and cadet European and World Championships as part of the Serbian national team. After passing through different youth levels at KKFMP, he began his senior career at the club in fall 2007. Ahead of the 2007-08 season under head coach Vladimir Vukovic, he appeared in 5 Adriatic League games for them before transferring to pick.He Farm in mid-December 2007. Mačvan did not have a professional contract during his time at Železnik due to being underage. However, when he turned 18 in November 2007, he got the option of signing one and somewhat surprisingly chose to do so with rival pick.He Farm, which paid Železnik €150,000 for his services. The biggest reason behind his decision to sign with Hemo Farm rather than remain with Železnik lay in the fact that Hemo Farm's head coach Miroslav Nikolić also coached Mačvan in the Serbian U19 team that won the World Championship that summer. A couple of months later, Nikolić resigned his post at Hemo Farm after a string of poor results, and the club brought in Vladimir Vukovic, Mačvan's coach at Železnik, who got fired there in the meantime. At the 2009 Nike Summit game held on April 11 at Portland's Rose Garden, Mačvan was the game's MVP with 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists, leading the international team to the first win since 1998. On December 17, 2010, Mačvan signed a 5-year contract with Euroleague contenders Maccabi Tel Aviv. Mačvan played at the 2010-11 Euroleague final, scoring 3 points and grabbing 4 rebounds in 12 minutes. On October 18, 2011, Mačvan signed a 1-year loan deal with KK Partizan. Over 10 Euroleague games, he averaged career-high 15.3 points and 8.2 rebounds per game. On the 30th of July 2012, Mačvan signed a 2-year contract with Turkish team Galatasaray Medical Park, who also competes in the Euroleague. Mačvan's former club Maccabi Tel Aviv got a €250,000 buyout from Galatasaray. On the 17th of October 2014, Mačvan signed a contract with his former club KK Partizan until the end of season. On the 15th of July 2015, Mačvan signed a 2-year contract with the Italian club Emporio Armani Milano. In November 2015, he broke his right hand and is expected to miss 6 weeks of action. Career statistics. Note: the Euroleague is not the only competition in which the player participated for the team during the season. He also played in domestic competition and regional competition if applicable. Euroleague Serbian national team. Youth level. Even before getting first-team action on the club level with FMP, Mačvan began playing international competitions for Serbian national youth teams. In 2007, 17-year-old Mačvan had a busy and successful summer. First, in mid-July, he led the Serbian under-19 team to victory at the U19 World Championships in Novi Sad, earning the MVP honors in the process. In the final, Serbia defeated the United States team featuring Stephen Curry and DeAndre Jordan. Then, only 10 days later, Mačvan was included by coach Dejan Mijatovic on the Serbian U18 team, leading it to gold at the U18 European Championships in Madrid with team best 19.3 points per game and 10.3 rebounds per game over 8 games. For his efforts, at the end end of 2007. Mačvan received the Golden Badge Award as the best young athlete of the year in Serbia given by Sport newspaper. Next summer, 2008, in early August, 18-year-old Mačvan played for the Serbian under-20 team at the 2008 European Championships in Riga, Latvia, coached by Slobodan Klipa. This time around, Mačvan's stats weren't as dominant as the duo of Miroslav Raduljic and Marko Kesselj took over the leading roles in the beginning stages of the tournament. However, as the matches progressed, Mačvan started regaining top form and made a huge contribution in the final versus Lithuania, leading the team with 31 points. He finished the tournament with 16.9 points per game and 6.6 rebounds per game over 8 games. Senior level. In late summer 2009, coming off a great club season at Himo Farm as well as helping Serbia win the 2009 Universiade tournament on home soil in early July, Mačvan made the Serbian national team 12-man roster. Head coach Dusan Ivkovic took to Eurobasket 2009 in Poland, being on a young squad whose oldest members were 26-year-olds Bojan Popovic and Nenad Krstic. 19-year-old Mačvan was the squad's youngest player. Despite the player's youth and inexperience at the big stage, coach Ivkovic gave Mačvan decent minutes off the bench at his major tournament debut game versus world champions, Olympic silver medalists, and Eurobasket runners-up Spain that Serbia surprisingly won 66-57, while Mačvan contributed with 8 points and 3 rebounds in 17 minutes of action, hitting 2 clutch three-pointers in the third quarter, incidentally his only field goals of the contest. The group stage continued with a loss versus Slovenia, and this time Mačvan got 18 minutes backing up Novisa Velikovic at the power forward position, as his scoring output dropped off to 4 points. In the second group stage outings, wins against host Poland followed by a loss to Turkey, Mačvan's playing time decreased, before getting a slight bump versus Lithuania in the closing group stage contest, while his scoring contribution became almost negligible. At the first single elimination stage quarter-final win versus Russia, the youngsters' game saw a slight boost with 5 points, though this was followed by a complete omission in the hard-fought semi-final overtime win versus Slovenia, as Ivkovic preferred the more experienced Velikovic. In the final the next day, tired and emotionally spent Serbian team lost big to Spain, with young Mačvan getting little opportunity to play. Mačvan played at the 2010 FIBA World Championship in Turkey, and at the 2011 Eurobasket in Lithuania. In early July 2013, despite receiving a call-up for Eurobasket 2013, Mačvan didn't show up at the Serbian national team training camp. Asked by the Serbian media about the reasons for Mačvan not being there, head coach Ivkovic said he didn't know them and revealed that the coaching staff's attempts to reach the player in order to see what's going on were unsuccessful. As a result of Mačvan's failure to show up, Ivkovic decided to make 2 subsequent call-ups, to 20-year-old Nemanja Krstic and 21-year-old Nikola Kalinic, both of whom went on to make the final 12-man roster and make the competitive debuts for the national team. In early June 2014, the national team's newly appointed head coach Sasa Thordovic announced Mačvan alongside 28 other individuals on the preliminary list of players he was considering for the 12 final roster spots at the 2014 World Cup. On the 1st of July, announcing the official call-ups for the start of the training camp, Thordovic crossed out 9 names from the preliminary list including Mačvan's, saying the 24-year-old got excluded for tactical reasons while adding he had an unfocused season without a specific position. 2 days later, when Ivica Velikovic, one of the 20 players who received call-ups, announced he wouldn't be showing up to training camp due to knee injury, agitated Thordovic criticized him in the media. "I'm blindsided and disappointed by Velikovic's unfair move. We've been in constant contact before the call-up list had been announced and not once did he mention anything about an injury. More than anything else he owes an explanation to Dusko Savanovic and Milan Mačvan, 2 players that weren't called up because I gave Velikovic the advantage over them. If you're wondering if he'll now be calling up either Savanovic or Mačvan, I won't be. My face is way too red in front of them over this to do that now." Personal life. Mačvan was born in Vukovar, into an ethnic Serb family. At 3 years of age he left war-struck Vukovar for Serbia with his family, living in Novi Sad with his mother for a period. At 6 years of age he returned briefly to Vukovar, where he started playing basketball for KK Vukovar. The family then moved to Bačka Palanka in northern Serbia. His family has the Slava of Nikoljan, and he has said that he believes in God and goes to church. He has a younger sister, Jelena, who briefly played volleyball.